Hey everybody, I'm doing a review for the Fluval breed box that hangs on, well, the side, the front, wherever you like, hangs on the outside of your tank. So, let's have a look at it running. Okay, this is the Fluval hang on breeding box. So, my review. I absolutely love it. It's actually really cool. So, I'll show you how it works. We've got a very young female in there. Point number one that I like, it's big. She's not going to get stressed out in there. You could possibly put 2 females in if they get on well. Second point I like, which I'll have to show you underneath, there's a little doodad under there that you just adjust it, you take it out and turn it a little bit. So no matter how thick your glass is for it to hang on, it's still going to be straight. So it's fully adjustable. It's really cool. Okay, the lid is easy to remove. This is the best bit. That's just run on air. You can turn it down. It comes with its own little tab to turn down how much water flow you're getting. So unlike, example, one of these are quite commonly sold in the pet shops, has a divider halfway down, so the female has that much room there. They stress out, quite often will give birth too early. But there's no water flow unless you sit it directly in front of, a filter or something, and even then it'll be too strong, so it just doesn't work. You end up with stagnant water in it. It's pretty nasty. So you've got a constant flow. I have tested it with newborn baby fry. That little filtery piece, I'll show you, is removable, and there's 2 different sizes. Newborn guppy fry can't fit through that gap, and a lot of the YouTubers from America and Britain use these, and they put a little bit of foam in there if they're doing really small fry. So yeah, is it worth the money? Every cent of it. Every cent is worth it. The only issue I had last week with it, because, dun 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 dun, the wall is up. Yeah. The wall is up, so my temperature is staying more stable. We're sitting at an average of 21 degrees at the moment. It is not 21 degrees outside. So the tanks are all sitting stable between 20 and 21 without heaters. Half the tanks in this room do have heaters, and that's what's keeping the room warm. So I'm really stoked with that. So last week, this little hang-on was getting too cold. So yeah, if you're going to use it in your house and your house is colder than your tank, that could cause an issue. If you've got a house with air conditioning and heat pumps and all of that, you're probably fine, not a problem. For those of us who have multiple tank syndrome and you don't have a heated room, I will show you what I figured out as a solution to the problem. You just need 2 tanks next to each other. Hold on a minute and I will put it in how I thought it might work. Yep. Okay, we have to use our imagination a little bit because I don't actually have air up on this one at the moment. But, so what I figured out, I'll just move that out of the way, is if you have multiple tank syndrome, like many of us do, now this water level is down too low, it's going to be topped up this morning, you could hang it between 2 tanks, so your water from there will go in, but this tank will keep it warm. So if you do have a cold room, that is a solution. Plus, for me, that's the only other issue, is a tank with a lip like that on it, because I use mine end on, it won't fit over that. So for me, with this tank, that's my only solution. Now, would I buy more of them? Yes. I would like to have about 10 at least of these things. I could use them all over my room, would be amazing. So yeah, is it worth it? Absolutely. Does it work? Yes. The females don't stress out in it. The fry don't fit out through the little mesh where the water goes back out. Just absolutely brilliant. Love it. Anyway, I'll do a quick update for the fish room to finish this up. And yeah, I'll show you what I've done this week. Quite a lot actually. Alright, see you in a minute. Number 1 update. There's a wall. There's a wall. All insulated. Lined both sides. Absolutely brilliant. My door, it's not hung yet. So I have a woolen blanket. I've just got to fill that gap up there. Then we'll hold even more heat in here. And it's holding an average of 20 to 22 degrees. This morning, let's see if I can get that, 21 degrees. So that's pretty good. Most of my tanks do have heaters in them, but the biggest news for this week, I'm moving these 3 today and putting ply in underneath. And tomorrow, dun 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 dun, I am picking up, I should say, 10 tanks this size. 10! That's that many! Oh, see my thumb. Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked. They've all been made brand new for me. I'll ask him if he wants to be linked in this video. Absolutely. Oh, I'm stoked. I can't believe it. So they're 60 centimeters deep, 25 centimeters high, 25 centimeters wide. Now I wanted them that size because all my racks are 60 centimeters. And I have learned how to make tanks, but come on, let's be honest. You know, these are ones that I made. They're kind of ugly and time consuming and cutting second-hand glass. Oh, what a nightmare. You know, put the lid back on there because that's what all these guys, other than the guppies, all those other little dudes like to jump out. They're not particularly bright. I actually found one of those mountain minnows down there. I don't know how. It must have been a real flying start to end up down there. It's like, what the hell? Anyway, so tomorrow I am going to pick up 10 new tanks, which will fit. Oh, I'm trying to decide. Do I put them on the bottom one? No, I probably will, because that's only 3 tanks to move. So I have plastic bins for down there, because it's going to take me another year to save up to get another 10 tanks, but built. Anyway, that's my update for today. Give you a little preview of some cute little fishies, if it'll even focus on them, because you know how it is. These phones don't like focusing on things that keep wiggling. So when my new tanks turn up tomorrow, all these pretty boys, oh, I lost him, sorry about that, where'd he go? Yeah. So all these beautiful boys are going to get a couple of beautiful females each in the new tanks to produce our own lines. Something different for next year. So yeah, that is the goal for the next month or so. Anyway, happy fishing, and check out the fish room. And don't forget, use the code. Put in Guppy Nutty, one word or lowercase, for a 10% discount in the code little doodad bit when you're going to pay for it. Anyway, I'll leave all the links and info in the description. Like, subscribe, man, that's really hard first thing in the morning. Or dislike if you don't like my videos, that's cool. And yeah, share with your friends. If you've got other guppy nutty people who are obsessed with all these pretty colours, and it is not. Aha, there we go, we've got them in focus for a change. Yeah, see you later guys.